Last two teams standing out in the Dulles 4A corridor. Well, we've seen this coming all year long. Tuscarora on the road at Broad Run today for the region championship out toward Dulles. Brandon Wheelbarger's team coming in with Bryce Duke in that high-powered offense, averaging just under 35 points per game. Broad Run trying to shake that monkey off their back and finally get by Tusky for a region title. First drive of this game, Tusky finds themselves early on going for it on 4th down from their own 40-yard line. They needed a yard. They don't get it. That gives Broad Run a short field. Not many big plays all day long in this one. Griffis taking what he can get. Short one here on the slant, but getting first downs a little at a time. Same drive. Brett Griffis takes it down all the way to the pylon. Almost gets in there. That'll be inside the 1 nevertheless. They say he's out. 2 plays later, Aslan Shipe sticks it in there. That touchdown puts the Spartans up 7-0. Tusky, again, next drive, going for it on 4th down. Sonny Menino is bailing out to his left, trying to extend the play, loses the handle. Broad Run comes up with it. Second time in the first quarter that Brett Griffis is given a short field. He takes advantage of that, slowly grinding, moving ahead 6- and 7-yard chunks. Caps that drive off, calling his own number with a 6-yarder. That makes it 14-0 with 7:53 to play in the first quarter. The Spartan defense was on today. Every time Tusky went away from Bryce Duke, they were not very friendly. Alexander Biddle laying into Clayton Aposky here. Most of the day, though, Tusky went to that horse that brought him there over and over. Broad Run was counting on it, and they hemmed Bryce Duke in all day long. That was Tusky's third drive, and a very poor punt gives a short field over to Griffis and company. He's swinging it out to Arnov Thornhill right away, and Arnov glides his way for 16 yards just outside that Husky red zone. Arnov again the other way. He's moving it down inside the 5-yard line. First and goal at the 3, and you know what comes next, don't you? That's right, a little Brett Griffis for your trouble. 21-zip, Broad Run. Huskies stiffened up on that first drive, trying to come back and impose their will with their defense. But late third quarter, Alex Estes pounding his way through the Tuscarora defense. Tees it up one more time inside the 10-yard line. And number 10, Brett Griffis, is going to call his own number and jump in that end zone. It was 28-0. And then on the next kick, the 20-mile-an-hour winds gave trouble for the Huskies on a fair catch. They give it back again to Sparta inside their own territory. Griffis would have another 1-yard plunge, and the Spartans go on to win it 35-0. There were a couple of plays that didn't go Tuscarora's way today. 2 fumbles that were out before the whistle blew that they came up with. One resulted in the first touchdown of the game on the following play. The second, while they were trying to force their will defensively on that opening drive in the second half and turn this thing around. I love the way they responded. These kids reflected Brandon Wheelbarger's character. They didn't worry about what they couldn't control, and the reality is these refs do not have the luxury of instant replay to correct things and get it perfectly. This was Broad Run's day, and they move on, win the region championship that has eluded them for a long, long time. Again, the final 35-0 over Tuscarora.